The year 5775 is the year of Yishmael. 775 is the gematria of Yishmael, fully spelled out. The letters all spelled out. This means that the relationship between the Jewish people and Islam has a highlight and a focus this year. Another interesting thing I've discovered is that the term Yetzirah, the Yetzirah world, Yetzirah also has a gematria of 775. Fully spelled out, the letters Yetzirah are 760, and then there are 15 letters in that we add to it, and that becomes 775. So the Yetzirah world, that is, corresponds to Yishmael this year. And so the amazing thing is that in our society, in our culture right now, the whole idea of artificial intelligence and robotics and all different names for this kind of cyberspace functioning can be found in Sefer Yetzirah. In the Sefer Yetzirah, which is about the Yetzirah world, one does the meditative techniques to create the golem, the robot, the artificial man. When push comes to shove, this is only a meditative mode, not a physical golem, but an internal meditative body, an astral body, very much like a zelem. The golem and the zelem share parts of speech alike. The entire thing about the Sefer Yetzirah and the creation of the golem is that it's based on the combinations of letters, the alphabet, the ot of the Hebrew alphabet, the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. These letter combinations, when done in a meditative mode, create a golem. When numbers are associated with these letters, especially when a binary 0 and 1, that's how we get computer language and algorithms and things. And always remember that number is higher than letter. Number comes from Chokhmah, Etziliyut, and letter comes from Bina and Bria. But how does this relate now to the year? Sefer Yetzirah is our book for the year, and that we're going to meditate and learn these combinations of letters. We're going to go through this with you. Yetzirah is of the four worlds, Yetzirah is the one we have to focus on this year, and that's the world of angels, Malachim. But how does this relate to Yishmael? The amazing thing is, then in Islam, letters also play a great role. The Arabic alphabet has the same relation to Islam as the Hebrew alphabet has to Judaism. To get into the meditative modes, you must visualize these letters in the forms of kind of like people. It's okay to do the letters as people, but you can't draw people in Islam, nor in Judaism. Have you ever seen the Islamic peacock drawn from all the letters? And then there's Sufi gurus, masters, that also draw the Arabic letters on the body, like the alif as the nose bone, and it looks like an alif. And different letters for the eyes and lips. Man is constructed out of the letters, just like in Sefer Yetzirah. And this brings me into what I'm trying to say here. Years ago, I've discovered that the esoteric parts of Islam and Judaism are very close together. And I see a great relationship and a great bonding and a means of understanding of both religions when done through their esoterics. And that's why things didn't mesh out for my approach until now at 775. The year 5775, because this is the year of Ishmael and of Yetzirah. And my project that I started many years ago, after my studies in Islam, that I call the Alphabet Project, which is the use of the Hebrew letters, especially the the Arabic letters, especially the alif, as a cultural bridge between Islam and the West. And not only the West, but with Judaism also. The letters are a perfect bridge because the great mysticism and great understanding is in the letters. Everybody knows this. It's the letters of the alphabet. That's how we read books. But there's a deeper thing. These letters are engraved within the soul of the individual. Once one sees these letters as being part of a community, of an individual, of a religion, of language, of meditation, as these are ideograms, this is not only for Islam and Arabic, but for Judaism and in Hebrew. The letters are the fundamental building blocks. Once you know the alif and the aleph, you know everything about the cultures. And so what I propose in this year of 775 is a re-sponsoring, a re-going to the Alphabet Project, which is that cultural bridge between Islam and the West. And I'll put that in the notes here below. A link to my video. It's on YouTube, of the Alphabet Project. And that brings in the Yishmael for 775. And it brings in Yetzirah as 775. Because Yetzirah is the golem and the artificial intelligence and the building of different types of Google glasses and Oculus glasses. And these types of things of getting into the meditations. Leaving the physical body. What I call Gelem, or like a golem, Shabbat. Which are the golem, Shabbat is still 775. Shabbat 702. And golem, without the vav here, which is another word like gelem or something. It means double, folded over. It's a tunis. But golem can also be spelt without a vav. And so that's 73. 73 and 702 is 775. And so a Golem Shabbat is another meditative device. Because the golem is in the Yetzirah world. It doesn't have a physical body. It's a meditative technique. It's an astral body created. And so on Shabbat, the upper three Sephirot of the Osea world rise into the Yetzirah world, leaving the bottom three Sephirot empty. It's a raising up. That's in Shabbat. That's why in Shabbat it's different. It's two worlds. We approach the Malachim. Interesting number of gematria. Well, I'll do that another time. So in this short couple of minutes here, I've approached, and that what I'm going to add to the bottom notes also is not only for the Arabic project, which is the Alphabet Project, that's to a cultural bridge between Islam and the West, which fulfills my B'nai Noach needs. But also I'm going to put in the video of the Aleph. Aleph contains everything. The Hebrew Aleph contains everything. So in a meditative point, all you have to do is meditate on the Aleph. I'll be getting into some meditative techniques on the Aleph that are actually done in Tibetan Buddhism. But the Aleph consciousness in both religions and languages, and how the shape of the Aleph and the Alif is different, and maybe that's what makes the slight differences in the religions. And this is a year of Judaism that must understand Islam. And that's an opening here in 775. 5,775. There's an opening by the heavens open by consciousness. And this will be continued. Some of these motifs that I'm talking about now.